Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and let's go ahead and get into this look. So this is my beautiful model Ariel, and today I am priming Ariel's skin with the NARS Radiance Primer. This primer is so great because it gives the skin a healthy glow without making it look too shiny or glittery. So I love this primer so much, you guys. It's great. I use it all the time. Now, unfortunately, I lost the clips of me adding her foundation and concealer, but I just used NARS new foundation in Macau, and I also use one of their new concealers. I'll leave all the products listed below so you guys can see, and I'm just blending that out with my beauty blender. Now I'm using a cream bronzer. I'm using NARS's Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the color Cacao to kind of warm up Ariel's complexion. And I'll leave the brush link below too. This is a Morphe brush that I'm using. It's great for contour. It just gets all in the right areas, you guys. So I'm using that to warm up her face, and then I'm going to follow up with a stick contour. But right now I just want to add warmth and a little bit of dimension. Now to blend out Ariel's nose contour, I'm using a flat shader brush. This is from BH Cosmetics, and it's great because it's so small, so it fits right in the crevices of her nose, and I like to blend that contour up into her brows just so it can be seamless, and it gives the nose a nice shape as well. Now that we're done blending that out, I'm using NARS's Velvet Matte Stick Foundation in the shade Cartoon, and I'm adding a contours for Ariel. So I wanted to define a little bit more than bronze, and this is going to really pop out her cheekbones. And this is great because it's creamy and it blends out super nice, you guys. To blend out Ariel's contour, I'm using a dual fiber brush. I love using this to blend out contour because it just blends so softly. The brush is so soft, you guys. This is a NARS brush. It came in a collection, but I go back and forth between different dual fiber brushes. This just so happens to be my favorite one for contour. Now to set the concealer that I use for Ariel, I'm using my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm taking a Morphe brush just to set under her eyes and everywhere where the highlighted areas are. So that's under the contour, on the forehead, and in the center of the face. Now to set Ariel's contour areas, I'm taking a Yashio brush, and I'm taking the shade Melina. This is a contour blush also by NARS, and I'm setting all around the perimeter of her face, under the cheekbones, and under the jawline as well. Now to really make that contour pop, I'm taking a little bit of Laura Mercier powder, and I'm using that to clean up under the jawline and underneath the contour as well. Now Ariel's brows were already done off camera. I'm just cleaning them up with a little bit of the concealer that I used under her eyes, just to make sure that I have a clean base for eyeshadow as well. So I'm bringing that down and I'm blending that out with my beauty blender. Now moving on to the eyes, I'm using the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, and I wanted to do something really fun on Ariel. Ariel has great skin tone. She has amazing skin, but I wanted to use a little bit of color on her. So I'm going in with a brown shade. That first shade I used, you guys, was a transition yellow shade, but I'm using a brown shade now just to add a little bit of gradient effect. So I'm using that brown, and I'm using an Anastasia fluffy blending brush to add that and create a shape around Ariel's eye. She does have a slanted eye, so I'm using that brush to create a rounded shape, and this will really help stand out her eyes and to really make them pop. And as you can see, we were having a little too much fun here. We got a little carried away, but we were listening to some music and, getting into it. If you guys do makeup, please, connect with your clients, have fun with them, have conversations, listen to music, just make it fun, making it an experience for them. So now I'm taking that dark navy blue, and I'm using that to really define the outer part of her eyes and make it smoky. Now for the lid color, we're taking that really gorgeous cobalt blue shade, and I'm tapping that on Ariel's lid. I did spray my brush with a little bit of Fix Plus just so she won't have a ton of fallout. However, this palette does have a little bit of fallout, but it's nothing crazy, and I don't mind it because the shadow quality is amazing. And as you can see, that blue is just absolutely gorgeous, especially on her skin tone. It really pops. So I'm using that, and I'm just making sure I carve out the lid area, making sure it stands out against that nice dark matte blue shade that we used as well. Now I'm taking a little bit of that red shadow and really defining so I can make sure I have a nice gradient between all the colors that I've used on Ariel thus far. Now moving on to eyeliner. I didn't do liner on the top, but I did add a cream eyeliner on the bottom, and I smudged that out just to make sure that it's soft and it's no harsh lines, you guys. And then I go back in with a brown eyeshadow and a little bit of that blue to really smoke out the lash line. This will make it cohesive with the top and just make it really nice. Now I'm adding MAC's Sweetest Cocoa Blush onto Ariel's cheeks. This is a great blush. If you guys watch my videos, you know how much I love this blush. It goes with everything, you guys, and it's great for women of color. So definitely you want to have that in your kit. Now for highlight, I'm using Fenty Beauty's highlight in the shade Hustler Baby to give Ariel's cheeks a nice glow. I also like to bring that highlight up into the brow bone and on the center of the nose, also bring that up as well. And I like to go back over it with my beauty blender and just blend everything out. Now I'm using NARS's Lonely Heart Velvet Matte Pencil just to give a little bit of ombre effect to Ariel's lips. And then we're going to go in with the Power Matte Lip Pigment in Slow Ride. I wanted to do a nude lip, but I didn't want it to be, you know, like a peachy nude or a pinky nude. I just wanted a really nice brown caramel nude to go with this blue smoky eye, and it worked out so great. So I'm using that to top off her lips, and you guys, it's so pretty. Look at that. Also, what I'm gonna do is set her face with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus, which you'll see in the next clip. Alright guys, here's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do like videos like this, give me a thumbs up, and I'll be back with more looks for you guys. See you guys next time.